So we're live, niggas.
Yes, don't say live, I don't like that word. Innit?
Live.
Yes. We are live. So this is C1. I'm going to switch the camera so you can see who's talking. Hopefully you can see that, that's me. On the podcast thing, I'm going to introduce the panel first. So I'm going to jump straight over to Austin. And Austin, tell us a bit about yourself.
You have to do me first, come on, pass it around.
You got a microphone there, right, bro?
Go on, Nibs.
Right. So I'll go first if you want.
What camera do we look into?
I'm not looking into
Look into where you are right there, bro.
Okay.
Do I have to look into it?
Yeah,
You don't have to do it.
I'm just chilling with the man there. I'm pretending that's not there.
That's not there, bro.
You get
It's
me?
an illusion.
So, my name is Ali. I was raised and born in Sheffield.
Oh, we'll go for it, race as well. Something good.
Yeah, I'm a British Pakistani, proud.
Love that.
I'm 29 years old.
Tell the gal then.
My profession. For the girl then. My profession is I'm a
I
rapper.
like I'm on Tinder. Well,
Trust me.
I'm also a humanitarian.
okay, I love that.
And I like to help the youth. So I'm not considered a youth worker, but one day I'd like to be there.
Amen.
Apart from that, you can call me Daps. That's my rapping name, Don Daps. You get me?
Yes.
Everyone knows me and Chef.
That's gonna scroll across the screen anyway.
That's gonna come across the screen. So make sure you follow me.
Or else.
Or else.
Go on, James. What I'm saying then? Where you from?
Hi, my name's James. I'm from Sheffield. Cheers, Chief. I'm 26. Yeah. I'm a 3-time world champion at Taekwondo. Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Yeah,
That's how it's a girl. Fuck you up still.
I co-own a media business and I'm getting into the world of personal training properly. Well, I need the official qualifications.
Yeah.
I've been training people throughout the years.
Whoa.
Good reflexes there.
Sit down. Back at that.
Right, okay. Right.
I'm talking.
Anyway, before we got attacked by the mic.
By the mic.
Yeah, that sort of sums me up. I also do acting as well. I've done acting for a number of years. I was actually on Camelot: The Shining City with Clinton back in the day. That's how we became
Camelot, you know.
Big movements right there.
Old school, that. I read about that in school.
Biggest theatre outside of London.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how
we got our names in a play, which was great. And I read the book that came out on, and our names were on there. We were part of the crack squad, not what you think it is.
Whoa!
we weren't keen crack, or I don't even know how you do crack, but anyway. But yeah, that's trying to think what else I've done because I've been a busy boy over the years. I was also in Downton Abbey as well.
Wow.
I was an extra.
Right there.
Yeah.
Easy.
But, yeah, that sort of sums me up.
Also, a Power Ranger.
Yeah, I am a Power Ranger. I'm the Green Ranger. Yeah. What was it? Bomber Clark Ranger.
Hey, James, why is that?
Why am I the Power Ranger? Is it bad that I've forgotten? There was a reason.
The style.
Oh, the style.
Bowling.
Yeah. I don't know. My style.
Oh, the power.
Yeah.
It was like a Hadouken.
Yeah, I threw it kind of
like
backwards.
a Power Ranger.
Yeah, well, yeah, fairy-like, I guess.
Hey, it was quality.
Yeah,
It
cheers,
was
cheers.
Ranger,
quality.
Green Ranger.
Right, enough about me. Who's next?
It's Marlon right now.
What's that I said?
Yeah, you talking to him at Marlon.
Hello, I'm Marlon. I'm 37. I'm from Sheffield, reside in Fir Park, and I'm a personal trainer. And I like to train people to empower themselves, to make them feel uplifted, and just feel good. And one of my mottos is like health is wealth, which it is. And I think investing in your health is the best investment that you can do. And I like to train with a difference. I like to coach people, not just on the exercise level, but on a spiritual level as well, to uplift them, so empower them as well.
The mindset.
So yeah, the
Absolutely,
mindset, because
Chief, I agree.
it's one of the best things that you can do as well. And once you are in tune with your mindset and you feel strong within yourself, then that kind of portrays on the outside as well. So yeah, I'm a personal trainer, and also I like to speak about positivity. I like to be a positive person, and I like to just emulate that as well. So yeah, that's me. There'll be more to speak about later on as well.
Whoa.
So yeah.
What's the exchange there? Enlighten me.
No, looking at that, I said to go, whoa.
I didn't want to interrupt the introduction, you know what I mean?
Hey, Austin.
Okay.
So he's got this one in it.
Right, so I'm Austin, I'm 30-year-old. Oh, fucking hell, I've been around. I've
I'm
done
30
everything.
year old in 2 days. Don't worry about it. Half a 60, aren't we?
Yeah.
You say what? You just that fucking old?
I said I've been around, done a lot.
That Tupac, yeah?
I've been around. Yeah, I've done a lot. Main job at the moment is radiographer. I work part-time with Sheffield Fire and Rescue.
Wow, brilliant.
Just go to the gym every day now.
Yeah, man.
And
Same.
be a dad, do you know what I mean? So,
Of
You're
course.
saying that, but at the same time, I think you're
Softcore.
underselling yourself a bit.
What?
Think about Austin. It's like, we know each other. He got into acting. I do act up north classes.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
guy kind of smashed it before me.
Yeah.
He's got agent. He's been in a lot of shit as well. So he's got a lot of experience on TV and camera. So he won't sell himself. He's very modest.
Yo, you guys are all actors, man. Me and Marlon need to be in this acting with you.
You're
man.
acting. You're a rapper.
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
man.
I'm an actor.
You're part of the arts, yeah.
No, but I want to be on like
Yeah.
the big things. You get me?
Yeah, but people don't realise that when you do
bigger than that.
when you do rapping and shit, you kind of acting out anyway. I'm not
Yeah,
saying you're
it
acting,
is,
but
it is.
you got kind of portray
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
You
yeah.
can't be like this.
You see, one's been in a couple of my videos as well. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
in the background.
Yeah.
But in fact, the
Yeah,
third part one.
yeah, for the
Yeah.
part one. Yeah, come
I
on.
remember that
Front
one.
gang signs
Get
up
me.
in that background and shit.
No, all by myself. All did it by myself. You know what I mean?
See, self-made.
But there's more people here now to guide us. You know what I mean?
There is indeed.
You know what I mean? More
Absolutely.
experience. So,
Yeah.
Talking about me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
finish your next.
introduction for you.
Well,
the host.
I'm see when the good fella. You see when the good fella TV pop up there. It's my shit. I'm into acting, and when I first got into acting, must have been about 8-9 years ago. I had 3 kids, and my previous partner were like, "No, it's your selfish cunt. You know, you're not paying our bills." And I realised I was casting all over the UK, and I realised like even though I've done like over 52 credits on my CV, modelling and
Wow.
acting,
It's called
didn't have no money.
Yeah,
They really
yeah,
have no money, so I had to kind of come out of it and just get a normal job.
yeah.
But back then I was working at solicitors. I used to like phone in sick to get all my castings and be like, I fucking ran out of sick days from
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
To
yeah,
get me off. So I got off it, and then I said, you know what? I need to do a job. Everyone's trying to fucking call me. So I tried to do a job where more flexible. I've just got into taxiing now.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
enables me to be flexible and I can get back into it again. So that's what I'm doing. I'm taxiing and got back into acting. Same as Austin. I
Yeah.
go to Act Up North, which is like a drama class. I've got my portfolio pictures done. I've got an agent almost. And I've got to like research like 2 monologues for February the 8th, which is almost coming now.
Wow.
Impressive.
And from
Good
there,
that.
hopefully the agent represents me. I'll get on TV and film. So hopefully he sees.
Yeah,
me
yeah, yeah.
From
Inshallah,
Sheffield,
bro.
like Sean Bean on your
Yeah,
TV
man.
sexual
Of
assault.
course.
So that's all the introduction's done. Yeah, we'll get straight onto the podcast.
Come
Go
on.
like this.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, I'll go to the first topic. We'll get
Go
the
on,
introduction thing off.
I'm seriously mishearing what people are saying because I 1 minute I thought he said softcore. I was like, what's he saying that for?
What did I
So
say?
yeah, no,
I
I
said,
said, yeah.
Inshallah, it means God willing
God willing.
in Arabic.
Inshallah means God willing. So if we say Inshallah, it means God willing. Hopefully.
we're
So
not
everything in the
something
future.
else.
So everything for the future, you might say Inshallah, because you don't know if it's gonna happen or not.
Yeah, true.
Oh.
True.
And if
So
it's-
like, if you say, oh, I'm going to buy a new car tomorrow, I'd say Inshallah, God
That's
willing.
right.
It
Yeah, so
happens.
like hopefully,
Exactly.
like God permits it.
Yeah,
it will
yeah.
happen.
Like it's like a
Like God's
blessing.
grace.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And they might say, a Muslim might say, Mashallah. Do you want to explain what that be?
Yeah,
what that
mashallah is basically like if you see something what's created by God, for example, a good looking woman that's on the streets. I'm just giving an example.
Yeah,
You'd say
to-
mashallah and then you'd lower your gaze. No, I'm just giving an example and then you'd lower your gaze out of respect and walk away, but in your head you'd be like, mashallah, what a beautiful creation God made.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I like that now.
Yeah, that's
Do you know
very
what I mean?
That's nice.
So you still have to respect the woman and lower your gaze, do you know what I mean? But God has made beautiful things, so when you see these things, you're impressed.
Well,
When
that's-
you're
that's-
impressed, you're like,
So
wow.
the first topic, since we start talking about God,
Yeah.
yeah, is going to be religion and the Holy Trinity, because it came up on, I believe, on Daps's timeline.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we're
yeah.
going to talk about religion and the Holy
Yeah.
Trinity. Daps, go for it. I'll let you take the floor.
So my understanding of the Holy Trinity is that it is God in 3 different dimensions. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Whatever, however
Father,
it
Son,
is.
and the Holy Spirit.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's Father God in heaven, then there's Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
Peace
and
be
then
upon
there's
him.
the
Peace be
Holy
upon him.
Ghost. Peace be upon him. Yeah, and then there's the Holy Ghost. So my opinion My opinion.
Sorry, guys.
I'm going to take that off and you're going to pass the mic.
Oh yeah, do that. Yeah.
Pass this.
So do you want me to start the Holy Trinity, guys?
Yeah. Go on, carry on talking, bro.
Yeah. So,
I
like I said, my understanding is that it's God, but he's in 3 different dimensions. Whereas I'm also a Muslim, where I believe that God has no partners. He is eternal. He didn't have a start, and he doesn't have an end. He doesn't eat. He doesn't sleep. He's always there.
Omnipresent.
Omnipotent.
Omnipresent.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yes,
Same thing, yeah. So
It's omnipresent.
my view clashes with the Holy Trinity because Jesus Christ is also mentioned by the Christian brothers as the Son of God. Not all Christians, some of them. The ones that follow the King James Bible, correct me if I'm wrong.
There you go.
Whereas
change it to Mumble.
yeah. So we believe that Jesus Christ was a prophet. He was a human like us. Okay. He wasn't the Son of God. He is the messenger of God. Whereas the Christian brothers say he is the Son of God.
Do you know why there was that sort of divide? Why did it?
Yeah, because Jesus Christ's mother Mary had no father.
Okay.
And he was born miraculously from the word of God, which the Muslims believe. And the Christians also believe this.
Yeah, absolutely.
But where it changes is that they say that the Father is Jesus Christ is the Son of God, which makes God the Father of Jesus, which means he had a sexual relationship with Mary.
Not essentially though.
Not essentially. Because you look at this one now, do you say like our Father God?
No, you lot are saying not essentially, but some of them do. I'm telling you what I know of.
This is what happens. Would you like refer to God as our Holy Father? Yes or no?
What do you mean? Can you? No, I need you to explain it properly though. When you say Holy Father, what do you mean by Father?
Our Holy Father, does he govern us?
All right, let me break it down for you so it's easier. So when we say the word God, that is a title, like mother or father, right?
It's more than just.
I'm saying it's a title, innit? Like my dad has a name, but he's also my father. That's a title. So when you said you believe in him as the Holy Father, what do you mean by Father? That's what I'm asking.
Is it the title? So like God is our God, but then when you reference him, also you say like our Heavenly Father, as like Christians do, or do you not use that? So
basically, what we believe, Allah is one of the names of our God.
Means God.
No, Allah. Yeah, it means God.
Like, I think Aramaic as well.
It does. Yeah, you're correct. And our God has 99 names. One of his names is the most merciful.
That's
attributes. Yeah. So one of his attributes is also anger. So our God is not all peaceful how people portray it to be. So God has enemies like the devil.
There's only one.
Yeah. And the devil has an army underneath him.
So if them devils casted out of heaven, right? A third of the angels.
No, we don't believe that Shaitan, the devil, was an angel, because in the beginning there was 3. One was made from fire, the jinns and the devil.
So you say
angels were made from light, and the humans were made from clay. So when a being who is made out of fire goes into heaven and is amongst angels what are made of light, there are 2 different beings, but they're in one place.
So then, if I touch upon that subject, correct me if I'm wrong also as well. Yeah. So then, when we have judgment, right, where do we then go? Because we are different beings.
That is a very... What, do you want to know? Do you want me to tell you mine?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so as Islam, this is how it's going to go on Judgment Day. So the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, before Judgment Day comes, he has told us some things what are going to happen on that day.
So first and second coming.
Yeah, because he went on a night journey on the back of an angel through the heavens to meet God. So he's seen things what he can hear and see things what we don't.
Right.
Because he's been given a divine like spiritually, he's divine. He can see other things.
Right.
God has created his vessel to be able to do that. Because God said, if this revelation, the Quran, came down on a mountain, it would crush the mountain. But God made Prophet Muhammad's vessel to, peace be upon him, to take this divine authority from God. So he's programmed to take it. So when he goes up, he sees and hears things we don't. For example, NASA recently found, before NASA did this research, they used to say there's no sound in space. This is what they used to say.
Okay.
But when NASA recently found, they heard first of all, in the Quran it mentions about a beating star called Al Tariq.
Right.
It means a beating sound like a door. Doof,
So it actually makes
doof,
sense.
doof, yeah, like doof. NASA have captured that sound of a star what beats doof, 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 which was mentioned in the Quran 1400 years ago and translated from a shepherd who was illiterate. And that was mentioned there. The second thing, he said, the Prophet Muhammad said, there is not a single space in space or heaven where there is not an angel stood worshipping God continuously. NASA recently found a sound, and this is how they described it, Marlon. It sounds like 1 billion men stood in a line singing Gregorian chants.
So when you
This
say
is what NASA
Gregorian,
translated it.
but
So
this
this is all online. It's all online.
Also
I've trust me. I've seen it all.
Okay.
I've heard the sound, and when they translated, it sounds like 1 million men stood together, humming. I think that was the correct word.
Right.
Gregorian chants.
So when you say Gregorian, what
Yeah,
do you mean by
I
that?
don't know what Gregorian means, but I do know it means some type of humming, or
But-
maybe a religious humming,
I'm gonna
or
play
a
devil's-
tribe.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. You know I'm a Muslim. innit?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna ask the questions that people who aren't Muslim might ask.
Yeah.
Don't you think like these kind of things might play into the paradigm of what you want it to be? So for example, I said it says in the Quran that don't say them things and about 1 billion angels praying to God all the time, yeah? Yeah, alhamdulillah, if that's true, which means
Yeah.
all praises to Allah for people who know
All
what
praise
I'm
to
saying
Allah,
when it's
yeah.
alhamdulillah. But at the same time, don't you think like people might say
It's a bit
these kind of things that
far-fetched.
come out kind of fits the narrative of what you want it to be?
Yeah, they
You know
can
what I'm
do
saying?
that. They can do that, but this is why the Holy Quran is it's a miracle in itself.
Of course.
So, for example, God said. So, for example, I'm not trying to hurt my Christian brothers, but the Bible has been changed a lot of times.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is, for example, people who read the King James Bible. King James was a king from Scotland who became the king of England because one of the kings passed away. So he was lucky to become the king because the king died.
Yes.
He had
Some
no.
say
I'm
some
saying he's
say-
lucky
some-
because he had no heir. So it goes to
someone
him.
might say God put him in that position because he's
Maybe,
king.
maybe. But you see him, he made the Church of England. If people don't know what the Church of England is, it's I think the second or third most holiest site to the Christians. After Rome. Yeah? If I'm correct. Yeah? So he changed the Bible and named his own Bible King James Bible.
So are you
No, it was a
you're basically saying
A version, a version.
because
Yeah.
this podcast could be 1 hour on just one about religion.
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy's got examples after example.
No, but
This is good.
but I'm getting into it.
Right, listen.
It helps
Listen.
us talk about that.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying that. But
Yeah.
it's not a point. The point is we're on 20 minutes already,
Yeah.
and this is just first topic.
Yeah.
So you basically saying
Yeah.
there's loads of misconceptions in Islam, in Christianity. Yeah, it's been.
No, it's all going to go back to the Holy Trinity. This is what I'm saying.
Okay, go on then.
This is sorry, I'm dragging it out, lads,
Nice,
but
it's all
this,
good.
it all goes back to the Holy Trinity. I'll tell you why.
It does, but then at the same
Why does it go
time,
back-
what happens after you pass away? Because you said about the angels and
Yeah.
the fire and light and stuff like that.
No.
Then where do we fit in?
No, I was telling you when the
Where
Prophet
we
Muhammad
are
went on the
judgment.
night journey.
Yeah.
Going back to your question about Judgment Day,
Yeah.
this is where it was coming from. So he said when he come back to earth,
Yeah.
he said. He started praying continuously, and the companion said to him, "We've never seen you so scared. Why are you praying so much?" He goes, "I've seen before Judgment Day happens. There's an angel holding a trumpet."
Yeah, that's what it says.
And he said, when I seen the angel, his breath was like this, already held in,
Yeah,
and
ready
in
to-
the corner of the angel's eyes, he's looking at God to give the command to blow
Well,
it.
guess what?
So he's ready.
He's got a good fucking breath because been on it for years.
Yeah, but angels are different kind of beings. Yeah. So the Prophet Muhammad back then was saying he's ready to blow. So
You want to say
Yeah, I want to give my 2 cents.
Yeah,
on
go on,
this.
go on.
So, the way that I look at religion and the way that I sort of believe it is through sort of self-discovery of perspective of looking at science and looking at the literature, looking at Christianity.
I've got shaitan in your top door, by the way.
Well, I'm a hellraiser, strange thing. But I believe that it's universal, it transcends, because like if we want to go a bit scientific here, we're looking at the multiverse, we're looking at what happens after you die. Even sort of trying to plug in sort of the concept of the Matrix is that human beings as we are have a proclivity to want to do things, because if everything was so utopic and the world was just so full of pleasure and joy, you wouldn't be able to differentiate between good and evil. You wouldn't be able to find the line between as above so below, yin and yang. We would all be the same. And like, perfect example, the reason why I think God brings adversity and brings in pain and brings in such beautiful things, but also you've got the counter opposite of that, is because you won't be able to differentiate. Because like, let's say you play a video game, for example, and you open up the video game under this utopic sort of ideology, it's already completed, it's already 100%, there's nothing to do. So we are designed as a species to complete and achieve things, otherwise we wouldn't have dopamine.
More even.
Exactly.
In our nature.
Alright, that being said then, okay, so what about people who suffer from calamity or fucking dark shit or like bad things, or for example people get illness, or people have relatives who die, or people who's like kids might get abused, so they've got to overcome that. I judge into that then. Well, if it's all there for a reason.
I've had these questions of faith as well, because I've suffered severe abuse as a child from my mum, and I've understood over time why it's happened, but maybe just God wants to take you home. Maybe he's just called for you sooner, and you can't foresee that. Maybe under the grander scheme of things, if we believe in reincarnation, maybe you're just too good for this world, and we need you. And the whole point of grief and the whole point of pain and going through these things is the whole concept of as above so below, the yin and yang, the positive, the negative. Like it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. We can't change what we see with our own two eyes and what we feel. The only thing we can do is change the perception in that moment, and try after failure to try and rebirth yourself as someone better. It's resilience. That's what it's down to a T.
And just touching on what you said as well, James, I don't think it's apparent that it is like just dark things out there, or how certain people like locate to certain things. I think like whatever God tries to do, which is good, there's always a counterfeit.
Of course.
And the counterfeit comes from the devil. So that's like the dark source. We aren't born into like difficult times or anything like that. It's just like the journey that we're on. And unfortunately, we do have trials and tribulations. And that's the devil. So what we've got to do as individuals
is it the devil though?
Can I just ask a quick question to the full group?
What I'll say, that's my opinion. So like, I'll say
does everyone here believe in the devil?
No.
Yes.
No.
You don't?
Do you know why I say that?
Yeah, Muslim man.
Of course.
No, but listen.
Alright. To us four.
He's Muslim too.
Sorry, man.
This is where I've had like debates a lot of the time. Like, say I've known you for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're my boy.
Yeah.
And like, if you're doing good things and you aspire to do good, I believe in you. My
faith
is with you.
Yeah.
I acknowledge that the devil exists, but I don't believe in him. My faith is not within him.
Okay.
So, like,
so you explain it better there. Yeah.
I believe in God. My faith is with God. So
you don't believe in God though. You believe in balance.
But if somebody,
you don't acknowledge the devil.
Right?
I acknowledge that
he knows he exists.
But my belief is not with him.
No, but exactly. So
have you heard of the concept of God is all good, he can't be all powerful, and if God is all powerful, he can't be all good? Have you heard of that?
I have.
That philosophy.
I've heard
So if God is all good, he can't be all powerful, and if God is all powerful, he can't be all good, which kind of like leads into the idea of free will, because let's say cancer and evil and everything that's in this world is it's a byproduct of human choice. So let's say, for example, I know full well that this right here might give me lung cancer. Plastic dick. But whoa. No, but I still make the choice to do so, and this may be really bad, and it may be stemming back from generation to generation. But let's say something's happened, like let's say couple 100 years ago, and there was something that maybe changed. I know this is going really sort of like
no,
tinfoil hat
keep
here,
going, it's
but
right.
it's sort of going. It's something happened where the genetics have changed. So you've got more of a temperament to have cancer, or more of a temperament to have, a disease, and that's not necessarily. That was from an act of free will, because.
Put that microphone a little bit further away because I'm red.
All right, because free will. The sound thing will have to be changed a bit. But yeah, I think that we look at things a little bit too literal as a species, and as who we are.
When you say literal though, like when you say literally, you're talking like black white's come from. Like I can see it speaking anyway. You're seeing black white or what do you mean?
I think we look at it too literally in the sense is that we try and define things that sometimes we can't understand, and we get lost in the convolution.
I think he was talking about like Neanderthals there.
Yeah,
no,
it
is. There you are. You was trying to talk about Neanderthals there, weren't you?
I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm the devil's advocate. Because obviously, don't forget, when people watch this podcast, bro, you're not going to have just two sides of the story. It's not just black and white.
It's multifaceted. There's so many things.
Whenever you watch a podcast, people got contrasting views. Contrasting views. And you've got to try and sometimes tie into what they're thinking. To get answer that question, because we all can't be on the same side, bro.
No, it's not free will.
So everyone here, do you believe the devil is our true enemy? If you know,
do you know what? This guy thinks his best friend. He got him on bomber clock. Like his best friend.
Can I say something? I think sometimes we are our own enemy.
Absolutely.
And that's where we've got to like differentiate certain things.
So if that's the case, all you have to listen to is I'm looking at the man in
the mirror.
No,
change his way. It's true, innit?
Yeah, it's true, man.
I just want to.
It's true, man.
Why don't we just? I don't know.
Maybe the whispers of the devil
so talking about the devil,
make your own worst enemy.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here and get away from that topic.
Yeah, we need to go to another topic now.
Let me just cap it off. So like my understanding of religion is just believing in the Creator. And like where we came from, acknowledging where we came from, being appreciative for life. Because life is beautiful, and it depends on the eye of the beholder of what we see. Like I don't see negativity and destruction and darkness. I see beautiful light, and I see potential. So when I meet other people, I want to show them that look, you are somebody, you are special. We don't have to like just roll out the red carpet for celebrities. We're all brothers and sisters. So we should all...
you better roll out that carpet when I become one.
Hey, you're there, bro.
I want to fucking red carpet, man.
So like, my understanding of religion is just like being true to yourself and acknowledging our Creator and just being thankful for what we've got, because we've got life. Like, if I give you a gift, Ale, for like your birthday, and you didn't say thank you, I think, do you know what, that's kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, of course.
So like every day you wake up, that's a gift, that's a blessing, and I'm thankful. And even though I don't go to church religiously every single Saturday, Seventh-day Adventist, so we worship on a Saturday. We go through the old calendars, the original, not the Gregorian. So long story short, my church is in my car. My church is wherever I'm walking. My church is in my bedroom. You're
constantly worshipping.
Do you get not constantly, but if I want to say a prayer or acknowledge God or say, look, anywhere, do you get me? But the reason why people go to church, because they say wherever more than two people are gathered, the Holy Spirit's there. And if you've got a vibration and you've got a connection with a person who's on the same levels, that amplifies even more. So when you've got positivity,
it's technically when you're shagging.
Well, I'm not gonna like steer on
so
that.
Marlon,
so I'm saying when you're doing things collectively and it's a good thing, it amplifies even more.
We could talk about this.
I believe in images, but what's your view on Jesus Christ then?
My view on Jesus Christ
sorry, lads.
We all have like our own...
No, what's your view?
My view is, he is the Son of God.
Alright, so can I just ask you a question?
Of course you can.
Do you mind me asking him? Do you want to ask him?
No, go.
Right, alright. So you believe he's the Son of God?
I'm getting ready. It's podcast.
Yeah, you're going to have to... So, when he was born as a baby, was he God?
No, Spirit of
the
God.
Spirit of God.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
So God is with him in spirit.
So his spirit is God.
Yeah, but like
his soul is God.
By that argument, aren't we all got a spirit of God?
No, but
we have, we are guided by God. But then,
No, I'm saying Jesus Christ.
Spirit within God, of God within us all.
yeah.
I'm basically saying, yeah, Jesus, peace be upon him. Yeah, he was born by miraculous conception, and this Mary took 2 dick back at shelf and then didn't tell him.
Astaghfirullah.
I know it's your but then we've still got to be respectful at the same time.
All right.
Respectful, man, but she might have took 2 dick and not
No,
told
but
nobody.
you can't say that. But
Of course you can,
you
fam.
can't. It's a
Of course
touchy
you can.
All right. All right.
Listen, now, if you're offended by that, then you need to go pray to God, fam.
I'm offended.
So Marlon's skipping away here.
No, do you know what
Sorry.
I do? In a nutshell,
Yeah.
It's a taboo subject, which it doesn't change the meaning of.
No, I'm gonna ask you a question.
So like, what I'll do politely.
Yeah.
I will answer a question with a question. Like, my belief in Jesus doesn't depict on like if he's a prophet of God or if he's the son of man, whatever. As long as I know that Jesus exists and he's a messenger from God, that's all that matters.
He's a messenger from God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We spend too much
Worried
like
about
time
what the
on
technicalities.
conspiracies and
The
who's who.
technicalities.
No.
What colours God?
You're not
what
understanding
colours
what I'm
Jesus?
saying.
What if that is the manifestation
Jesus.
of
Like,
Satan? What if?
I acknowledge that. But
So-
it doesn't matter. It's still Jesus.
Alright.
You get me?
Did
So
you
like,
know-
we spend a lot of time on controversial.
No, but I'm gonna say something what might
Say
shock
whatever
you.
you want.
You see, in the time of Isa alayhi salam, which means Jesus Christ, the original divine messenger.
Not Christ, but Jesus.
Yeah, there was also in his time there was also a bandit in his time called Jesus as well. Did
Right.
anyone know that?
I did not know that.
Right. So on this cross, when there was a man called Jesus, do you know which Jesus that was?
The bandit.
Tell me.
All right. From my perspective, Allah would never allow His messenger to get poked by a spear with a little dirty loincloth around him and flies buzzing around him by some Romans. My God wouldn't allow that.
Okay.
I know
So
for
then
a
at the
fact
same time, brother.
Allah would not allow
you know,
that.
like-
Alhamdulillah.
So-
I don't even.
so
I'm a
listen.
human.
Look,
Yeah.
my brother, in regards to like certain people passing then,
Yeah.
how have they passed away who have been acknowledged in the Bible or the Quran?
Sorry, say that again.
So like, you know, people that have like passed away,
Yeah.
like whether it's been killed or whatever, how have they passed away in the Bible who have been like prophets or messengers
Yeah.
or somebody of higher status?
Yeah, there's been bad deaths.
Right then.
There've been bad
So
deaths.
you
No,
can't say
you're not
that.
understanding
Right,
what I'm
yeah,
saying,
understand
Marlon.
fully. That's why
I'm saying
that's
to
why
you.
I'm asking you a
Because
question.
Muhammad's basically
At that
said
time-
Jesus was taken to heaven.
He's been raised. Yeah, he's still alive. He's gonna
He
come
is-
back.
he's in heaven
Yeah,
now.
but I'm
That's what we
saying
believe.
you see the Jesus what we see in when you go to church and you see the glass mirrors.
Yeah, that's different.
You see
because
that
it's
picture
a
there?
different colour anyway.
No, I'm saying why has the world turned their minds away from the other Jesus who was a bandit at that time? Why have they forgotten about him? Who is it?
Yeah,
What happened to
forgot about
him?
him.
He was doing
Listen,
crimes. Doesn't it
I
make
didn't
more
know-
sense that he was on the cross?
I didn't know about this nigga until you said it today.
No, but if you research
you
it,
know about
yeah,
Jesus.
just type in
A
Jesus
bandit.
the bandit, not and Jesus of Nazareth is Isa alayhi salam. I'm saying Jesus the bandit.
Oh.
If you search that up, you will see
I hear that.
it makes more sense that Jesus might have been on the cross getting humiliated by the Romans.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ was a nice person. He was curing the blind. He was helping
But
people.
weren't they jealous
Why
and
would
envy though amongst the people?
there was
Yeah,
jealous
no,
and envy?
doing that.
But
so would it not?
we're going
be-
off that Jesus
We're
again.
not.
Hey.
What? Where's he gone? Do you get me? Sorry, Austin.
I'm
you
gonna cut
can
this topic.
speak some words now.
That's
I'm
some
alright.
Marlon, we'll do some comparative religion shit.
Yeah. Austin can answer the next question.
No, briefly as well though, yeah.
No.
This is why religion
Yeah.
is a touchy subject
Yeah,
for
yeah,
like
yeah.
certain people. But
I
all
respect
know-
all religions.
I respect all
Yeah, yeah,
religions,
yeah.
but I'm not confused by like other like analogies out there.
Yeah.
Other people's perception.
No, I'm not trying
I
to
acknowledge
confuse
it,
you, Marlon.
but-
I'm just trying to plant a seed in your head.
Yeah, and for some
What I'm
reason,
trying to
I'm
do
not growing
is
that seed.
what I'm trying to say is sometimes if you look at like for me, I was born a Muslim in a household,
Right.
so naturally I will probably believe what my mum and dad tell me until I research it myself.
Yeah.
So I
But
research
what came
other
first,
religions.
Christianity or Islam?
I researched my own religion first.
wait,
So I had
when
to have
did- when did
proof
Islam come
that
before
before-
Christianity?
Muslims
Oh,
believe-
in the
Muslims-
timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Muslims
Christian
believe in the
come
Torah,
first.
Christians
Yes.
in the
came
gospel.
first.
and
We
then-
believe
and
in the
then-
original
Match
Bible.
Christianity.
Muslims believe in the original Bible.
Right,
It was
then,
one
which
of
is
God's books.
Ethiopians'
No, it's called
Bibles,
Injil.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's in-
let's
yeah,
quit there.
yeah.
It's gonna go. Ewa.
No, you're right. You're right.
There you go. So then,
But
could
listen-
that not have been followed on from Christianity? the Quran that's been wrote from the Christian Bible, which was in
It's a good
Ethiopia.
question. It's a good question
And
because
the next one, because religion's done with right now.
True,
Forgive me,
true.
man. We're moving on from this shit now.
Have you just
Don't worry,
no-
I'm getting edited with religion.
Have you
right
just
now.
noticed?
Making me take it to. Yo, give me one of them sitting in his tops. Fuck this shit. Stop for long, man.
Have you just
Let's
noticed
talk
how
about
I
religion
didn't
first.
say a word for all that?
Yes.
I don't like getting into it, me.
It's
You
knowledge,
could
though.
talk about it forever, you know what I'm saying?
And that's why I keep it short.
Yeah.
So now we're going to talk about
accept
listen,
God, and
gender,
I want to make it to heaven.
gender
That's
roles.
Inshallah,
Gender roles,
man.
yeah. And Austin can start with this one. Gender roles and how important it is that we stay in his own lane.
This is a good topic, man.
Come.
So what do you mean by, for the viewers? What do you mean by? Can you break that question down?
Right, so I believe,
Yeah.
or not even I believe. I'll tell you what it is.
Like, what's
I'm
the
a man.
question? Like,
I'm a man. I got balls.
yeah.
Yeah. I got testosterone. G. yeah.
Jeez.
I'm a man. I got balls. I got testosterone. But obviously, there's ladies out there who've got titties and them thing there.
Real talk.
Let me just turn this shit off now. Go on. But what I'm saying is, our point is that a man is a man, a woman is a woman, and the lines aren't blurred. Can a woman be too masculine? That's the question. Austin.
So Austin, you wanted to start that one on?
Yeah, I think Austin
You know what it
should answer that
Yeah,
one.
alright, that's cool. Mine's going to be short and sweet answers.
Standard.
So, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I think it's important that obviously a man does his duty, provides for his family, and works. I think it's up to the woman what she wants to do, but ideally you'd like her at home with the kid. You know, it's actually a full-time job, you know.
Yeah, of course.
You're having a kid and that. So like, and you want that food made, you want the house clean, and I think it works well like that. But you know, these day and age, you can't do that anymore.
Do you think that's could come across quite misogynistic from a lot of women who might hear that on the thing? I think that could come across quite misogynistic that a woman should stay at home cooking for the
No, but he said ideally that's what he wants.
No, but I'm just
But it
saying.
doesn't
I'm
mean
playing
it's gonna
devil.
happen.
No, listen,
Yeah,
that's how you
listen,
backed him there.
listen,
Here we
listen.
go.
I'm
Got you, bro.
listen,
I
I'm
got you,
playing
bro.
devil's advocate right now. Bro. You know for well, in my mind, I'm a Muslim, yeah, so I believe that system of work life, yeah, is kind of perfect for like a house dynamic. But at the same time, I'm not trying to ask as me.
Yeah.
I'm asking like what a viewer might think.
Yeah.
Okay,
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
well,
good
with me,
question. Good question.
I think times, I don't think I know. Times have changed.
Yeah.
And as long as you're empowering each other within that relationship and you're not crossing over any boundaries and you're respecting everybody's individuality, then I think that makes a difference because you're working, both of you, your partners. Yeah, you get me? So like,
Yeah, that's
sometimes you can't do everything. So if your missus is working and you're not, then guess what? I don't mind hoovering up and washing the pots. Do you know why? Because I want my daughter to see that her dad is doing that. Because to be fair, would I want my daughter like basically locked in a house, washing, cleaning, cooking? Nah, I want better for my daughter. I want the roles to be equal, equally
course.
shared. So I love when I tidy up.
of
And I
course.
put my music on, and my daughter sees me tidying. And guess what? She'll help me
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
So like the duties should be shared amongst the household,
Of course.
and that's a happy household because when you're telling your missus to do certain things, oh yeah, I want my dinner, I want this, it becomes not even a luxury, it becomes a chore. Whereas every now and again, if your missus cooks for you, it's a blessing. You should be appreciative. And
No, but
sometimes,
Of course.
people have misconception over this question though, you know.
yeah.
Because in my mind, when I say a man's a man, a woman's a woman, the gender roles and how important is it? No one's ever said that a woman's role was in the kitchen. That's what y'all guys just assumed. No one ever said that a man's role was to be out protecting. That's what y'all guys have assumed based on what you're saying.
This is gonna turn into an Andrew Tate podcast.
No,
I'm telling you now. Well, see what we're saying now. Yeah, Andrew.
Yeah, trust me.
no, but no colour super got me. No one's ever said that though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No
No,
one
it's
ever
true.
said
It's a
that.
good.
No one ever said that. That's what your perception of the question
Well,
was.
I can speak on myself. My
Yeah.
my role as a man,
Yeah.
as a father, I'm a protector.
Yeah.
I've got pride, not too much pride, but I've got pride,
I got power.
and I've got
You
respect.
badass mother.
Every man has a bit of pride.
Do you get me?
Every
I've got
man.
respect.
Every
So
man.
like, I'm a male. I'm a masculine man.
Yeah.
And I like to
Whoa.
show that. So if you're
Whoa.
not a masculine man, so would you not say whoa to a masculine man?
That's very just
Referring to yourself.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So like
No.
some of us are still like in like kindergarten and things like that. We'll go on nursery, yeah. But like if you go to like being a man, I want to show that to my daughter and to my missus.
Of
because
course, man.
if I'm not a man, who's going to look after your partner if something does potentially happen? God forbid.
God forbid.
A woman wants a protector.
Unless you got a woman who can fuck people up, fam, and I'm like a pussy like Kevin Hart, you fucking.
We're talking like Lara
Yeah,
Croft
man.
style, just pulling out, pulling out moves left, right, and
you want to
centre.
be a protector.
No, but you
That's
see,
me, I'm a man.
you see, when it comes to love and you're with your partner, yeah.
Yeah,
If your partner loves you,
yeah,
how you love her,
yeah.
it doesn't matter if an army is coming towards you. You two will fight together if the love is real.
Oh, run off.
Oh, we're smart as
Yo,
fuck,
well,
man.
No, I'm saying, no, I'm giving an example. No, I'm giving an example. I'm giving an example.
Yo, I don't
I'm
mind playing hide
saying,
and
you see, every single woman, if you've got chemistry with her and you love her how she loves you, yeah,
Then you work
it
out
doesn't
after
matter.
that. True.
When it comes to beef or anything like that or any
Or even
misunderstanding,
gender roles.
you see, most of the time before you speak up, your woman speaks up. You get me? So like, if you're out and someone like barges into me and I was with my woman, she would speak up for me before I spoke up.
What
That's called like we're protecting each other.
Yeah.
That's a team.
Was the bond
That's a team.
accidental?
Even if it was accidental,
What would you want
it's
your missus to do?
showing me as a man
Yeah.
that my wife or my girlfriend or partner, she's got my back.
So what would she say? What would you want her to say in that scenario?
So for example, if I'm walking in Meadowhall and a man barges me
yeah,
and it's his fault
yeah,
and she speaks up like, what you doing? Can't you see where you're going?
yeah.
I'd apologize to the man for her attitude, but
Yeah.
in my head I would know she's the right
You
one.
apologise to man for you. I'm back in your.
No, because why is she getting rude with him? It's
Yeah,
accident.
true,
It's accidency.
Yeah, nah,
We
it
just
is.
we just
Because then
collided.
That could have
We've
started
collided.
something, and then
It could have been
I
my
agree,
fault.
I agree.
But the guy just pulls out a fucking thing and bangs her out.
Bro, he's
So
gonna die.
my
He's
fault. I
dying.
wanna miss it.
I'm biting his neck
bitch.
off. I'm doing something, innit?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get me? But I'm just trying to show you, yeah. Like when it comes to, like you said, the woman is. Some people assume she's in the kitchen. I don't think like that.
Yeah.
I think like we're a team. So before I go
Well, listen,
home,
that's-
I don't know if my
Yeah.
girl's cooked or not.
Yeah.
But I'll ring her first and
Yeah.
say, listen, I'm hungry. What do you want?
Yeah,
She
yeah.
might reply, oh, I'm cooking. That's teamwork.
That's it.
I thought about
Or she
her.
might say, oh,
She's already got my
she
back
might
covered.
say, why? I want 2 chicken and chips or something.
Boom.
Something back.
It'll get provided.
I
It'll
like
get
that.
provided.
I like that.
Do you get me?
That
But
is cute.
it's
That's
important that we always
Yeah, sweet.
try to think of our loved ones before ourselves. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
See, do you know what? I used to think like that.
Yeah.
But sometimes it doesn't work.
It doesn't.
You've got to think. I'm not saying what you just said there
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you're right what you're saying, but we
Yeah.
need to think about other people first because we need to think of ourselves.
No, but I
Because we
believe
need
it's
to
a
be the
branch
best-
from the
It
protector.
is, but we need to be the
Do you
best
get me?
version of ourselves to
True,
give the best
true.
version to our partners,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
daughters,
yeah, yeah.
children,
Mm.
friends, relatives, etc.
Yeah. No, but I'm talking partner. So your partner might have seen you in the worst situation. Like, for example, you might have met
Let's
her.
pause it there a second because we could do a segue to the next topic. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So discuss a bad situation, what you've been in the past. Yeah. But you're proud of it now in the future, and your partner might be proud of it as well. So in the past now, you had a bad situation. Tell me about a bad situation.
Well, let us.
bad- where
Do
you're
you want
proud
to
of
answer
it,
that?
but-
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give
Yeah.
my perspective.
Something where you bad, what's happened, but it's bad in the past. But now you're proud of it, regardless. It might have been bad to you, but or you might have done some fuckery, but now you know.
There were a period of time where I was having a lot of alcohol and I was doing
Yeah.
like stupid things at the weekend, just drinking way too much, doing drugs,
Yeah.
and it just took a toll on me. And like January 23, I had a tachycardia, and I nearly had a heart attack.
Okay.
Ross.
Yeah, man, and
So that's last year.
yeah, 23.
Honestly, you would never ever have
Yeah,
thought that.
yeah,
Never.
You look
yeah,
healthy.
yeah.
You do.
Thank you. Yeah,
Honestly.
and then start of 23, I was like, okay, I nearly had a heart attack. Like it was that bad. Like I had a 3-day bender where I didn't sleep and I was just like having drugs and just reckless abandonment. Like I was so severely depressed. Like I had no why. I had no hope.
Yeah, yeah.
I was so just disconnected from reality. Like,
Yeah.
and 23. After that moment, I was like, right, I need to change. You know, I've stumbled every now and
Yeah,
then,
yeah, yeah.
but like from what I was doing it every weekend to barely doing it at all now. You know, I became
Once a month or something.
Yeah,
It's a breakdown.
yeah,
innit?
in 23, I went from nearly dying to becoming a 3-time world champion,
Yeah.
Wow.
and I pulled myself out of the
achievement.
gutter big time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Appreciate you understanding this podcast, mate.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, because a lot of people will be listening to this who might be actually still suffering.
Yeah.
Of course, man.
Fucking
Yeah.
this shit up, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 times world champion.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's big
I
things.
got,
That
yeah, thank you. I got into the best shape of my
Big
life
things,
as well. Within that time, I was like, I don't want to lose my loved ones. I don't want to lose my niece and
man.
nephew. I want to
Because
be
naturally
the
you
cool
start
uncle.
pushing people away.
Yeah,
don't you?
yeah, oh, absolutely.
You stop answering calls, stop
Because
answering
The,
messages.
the devil had his hand on my shoulder,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing." And I was like, "No, I've had enough." And what got me back was family, and wanting to be around them.
And he sent you
Support.
a t-shirt to wear, innit? So
No, he didn't have his hand on your shoulder. He had you in a headlock, Jim.
Yeah,
He was like, "Yo, bro."
You were kicking me in the dick hard. Yeah, but
what was it like? What was the spark, or what was it?
The change. What was that change?
Was it,
What made you realise?
Yeah, was it basically that metaphor of climbing into the tree?
Yeah,
Was it
yeah.
the fact that you needed that heart attack, or was it the fact that you needed that fucked up situation where you had the bender and
the people
what
like
was it that made you snap
I
into
think
it?
this. I know this may get a little controversial, but I think a lot of people glorify the idea of feeling sad and feeling lonely,
Yeah.
and it's portrayed in music all the time.
It's portrayed a lot
and
in
I
music.
think that what happens is from an early age when we're all
Subconsciously,
sort of,
innit?
yeah, it's just subconsciously
Yeah.
locks in, and I was like, oh, woe is
Yeah.
me, and like it. But even though I was severely depressed, there's a lot of things that were going on that I weren't aware of, and I think that nearly dying just sort of opened my eyes to be like, do you know what? I actually don't want to die.
Yeah.
Because like when I was lying down with things all over my chest, they were like, James, you know, you might have a heart attack. We'll do our best to help you.
Wow.
It's like, whoa, okay.
Imagine getting that news.
Yeah.
Mad.
But like, yeah.
Well, then look how you overcome it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it.
Look
And
where
that's
you
what I
are.
like. Not where you once was. It's where you are now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's beautiful to
Any of
hear.
y'all guys got a Bumba Clark story?
We'll let Austin answer this one.
Austin can say something. Austin's being quiet there, just
Mine's just cotton.
Yeah, just so what like a big problem you've overcome.
Anything you can
What's
remember.
been bad in the past that you're proud of that you've overcome?
So my missus died last year.
Sorry to hear that.
Sorry to hear that, bro.
I'm sorry.
But like, so I had to overcome that, and that was hard. I've
Yeah.
still not overcome it yet.
Yeah.
I can see now, man. I can see him like tears in the eyes.
Yeah, of course, man.
But
Yeah, that's not
so
wrong with
it's,
that. We're boys, man. You can tell anything to us right now.
Please, man.
so yeah, like it's just a long ass journey,
Of course.
and you've kind of like just got to like
Day by day, innit?
yes, take each day by day.
Little steps, yeah.
But you just have to like kind of like look forward to things now, like little plans, like
Yeah, of
I'm going
course.
on holiday.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and aim for the gym and that.
Yeah.
So I'm like just stumbling my way out of that.
Of course.
But
I've seen you
Yeah.
gym about 3-4 times, bro. Because obviously, like Austin's telling me about his problem, yeah. Obviously, his issue or his test in life, which is obviously this one, it's massive. And
Massive
I feel
test.
Like I feel like you're on the right road, even in getting involved in this podcast or
Yeah.
like I told you before about his acting before, his brilliant acting.
Yeah.
These kind of things it kind of gets you out of the darkness, I think. Like I said to you before, only you know like what that's done to you internally, but at the same time, only you can get yourself out of it as well.
Yeah.
So even though people can give you guidance and everything else, and people can like support you along the way, only you can like.
Only you know when you're ready, innit?
Yeah. So it's you taking them steps, but you'll carry on talking, bro.
Yeah, man.
well, there's not much more to say on it, I don't think.
Yeah, but I think one key thing that you said, like planning, like
Yeah.
looking forward, because you're taking your mind away from certain things, and the gym is one of the best things for you as well.
Holidays is
because
a good one as well.
Yeah, you're releasing your endorphins and
Yeah.
being out of a situation where it reminds you of certain things is helpful to kind of try and alleviate that by getting out somewhere else as well. But I think you're doing tremendously
I think
as
you
well.
are.
So
Actually, guys.
keep it up as well,
Yeah.
bro.
Going down, I'm not quiet on us now. Kind of like you make us overthink things.
Yeah. And to
Yeah,
be
but-
fair,
No, but life
I'll
is
talk to
short,
you.
so it's
I'll
good.
tell
It's
you
good to
something,
think like it's a
I'll-
blessing, innit?
I'll
To
tell
be
you a
here
story.
today.
Like,
Do you have any
people-
kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a blessing there. You've got a blessing. You've got
it is.
things to look forward to with the kids, and I've got kids as well. So, you know, these little things like my kids go to mosque after school, and I've told them once a week after mosque, I'll take you to any food place you want, as long as you're well behaved.
Good.
So it's just instilling that little bit of discipline in a
in a positive,
positive way.
Yeah.
Do you get
Reward,
me?
a
But
reward
I
system.
like being a father.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Do you get me? I love it, me.
There you
Do you know,
go.
like like my daughter, she's a bit close to me.
But you know, being a man and having a daughter, it changed the way that you think as well, right?
Like, I learn things off my kids. Yeah. Do you get me? I've been to school. I've been to college. I learn things off my kids what I didn't learn in life.
Absolutely.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, that's a life. Alhamdulillah, that's a life what's come from us. And we need to be, like you said, the best version of ourselves, especially for our kids.
That's it, because do you know what?
Because what you've seen, what we've seen, what you felt, what other people have felt, it's like, we don't want that to... Absolutely. We don't, like, do you know when I see my daughter with like a sad face, it's the worst face you can show me. Because like, I never want you to feel like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've been through that. I don't want you to feel that. And like, just being a parent, it's like a blessing. She's got kids. James, have you got kids?
No.
Well, you've got something to look forward to.
That's it.
I'm telling you, it's a blessing.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
My son is a bit nuts. He's a bit bouncing off walls and that. Nothing like my daughter, but
still a blessing.
He's younger, so do you know what I mean? Like, they're both a blessing, man. Cool. They're both a blessing.
That's
and parenthood, I can tell you, James, it's like when my daughter was born, tears of joy. Did you have that?
Yeah.
I was in the hospital and like I wasn't sad, I was happy. But tears were coming out. Do you get me? And I was like, yo, I'm a dad.
It's elation, man.
I'm a dad. Yeah. Like, whoa, that was mad. Do you get me?
Who thought I could have done it?
I got there.
No, but it is like what Alex said as well. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a feeling that you can only express through expression sometimes. Yeah. It's a wonderful feeling.
Yeah.
It's a responsibility.
It's a responsibility, but it's like it molds you a bit.
It
like I said, I used to make music.
Yeah.
So when my daughter was born, I took a step back because I was like, whoa, this is
not for me.
Not for my daughter.
Yeah. Because you got to think whatever footsteps.
Because that's unconditional love, isn't it?
That,
do you know what I mean?
Kids are gonna.
Yeah. So it's like you got to be careful around them.
I was gonna brighten this shit up because I feel like it's gone a bit dark, and I feel like Austin always knows we're there, you know. By the way, and I have to
always, man. We're always there.
You can always call me. You always call or text me.
Anyway,
and you're my brother in religion.
Yeah.
And you're my brother in it, so you just contact me whenever you want, and don't ever feel like you're a burden.
Yeah. And for the viewers as well, man, you can learn off this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And I'm not just saying it on the podcast, but anytime, bro, you need man, just phone man.
Yeah.
You don't have to deal with this kind of stuff alone, because I can't imagine what it's like. Only you can, but at the same time, it must be a lot better when you know you can sometimes off vent your shit and not feel like you got to take all that hurt yourself.
Yeah, we all need.
And I'm an empath in it. If you feel that pain, I feel that pain for you, and I feel like it divides the hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
A problem shared is a problem half. That's a famous quotation by my nan.
And that's that same for everyone on the podcast. Like, if you ever feel like you're down, because obviously my brother-in-law, like, let me just change it to me just so people can understand what I'm saying. Like, my brother-in-law, he committed suicide about 5 years ago.
Swear, I didn't even know. See,
but like, it's just like my sister's partner.
Okay.
Told me in it, we're going through some dark shit.
Yeah.
Something happened and he took his own life. But for me to kind of see the like the consequence of that, and not only that, like, you always question yourself, like, what could I have done, like. And that's what I'm doing right now. You never know when someone's dark down, I always say, you know what, fuck it, what's the point? I stand for I want to take my own life. A lot of Muslims don't really suffer suicide because we've got the religion there, but other religions or non-religious people might think, you know, what's the point?
But you know what? I'll even tell you one. So when COVID started, I had a cousin who I was close to in Pakistan.
Yeah.
And you know, policemen in Pakistan, when they come out, they don't talk to you. They've got wooden sticks and they batter you. So when it was COVID time, everyone, like, if you was in the streets, they'd come and like, do you know, if you're a kid, they like whack you on your backside and get in your yard. So my cousin, he was only 17 and he was in his own land, but it was on a mountain, and it was all like, you know, just chilling, playing cards as little boys doing that. And the police have come and they've tried to chase him, but my cousin, he tried to jump a certain spot what he always jumps. He always did this jump, always made it. But that day he missed and he fell to the bottom of the mountain. And you know what the sad thing about it is? Is that,
to hear that as well.
You know, the villagers that were there, they were sending me WhatsApps of him instantly because we're close like that. Do you get me? So he was still alive, but like his all his bones were like mash up. So he was taking his last breaths, basically, and they couldn't get to him. The gap what he fell into the mountain, they couldn't get to him. So what they had to do is get a bed sheet, go into this gap, put him in the bed sheet, and lift him up and try carry him to the hospital. Yo, I could see the video. Do you know what I mean? Yo, he passed away. He passed away in hospital, but it was a hard time for me. Do you get me? Because I grew up with him. I go every year, so every year I was like, oh, go take shots and get me this. Do you know that little cousin and that? Like, yo, here, keep the change and that. And then he just passed away, right? It was random, bro. Like, and then it was just sad, innit? It's like cousins are like brothers, innit? It's like we've got this. Your mum is my mum's sister, whatever. Your dad is my mum's brother, whatever. It's like, yo, man, we're like blood basically, and I didn't even get to say bye to you or nothing. Do you get me? And you're just gone. That's why I believe, like, I don't feel your pain, but I do in a certain way because life is short. I can relate to it slightly. And that's, do you know what I mean? Most of it. Yeah, man. It's hard, man, when you lose family members. Do you know what I mean? Like some of my other cousins and family members, they acted in a different way. Like James said, some of them start drinking, some of them start taking drugs, and I see how it affected them. Do you know what I mean? So
that's it.
So death can have a long-term effect.
No, it can.
But it can have. Like some people don't grieve straight away.
Like long COVID, fam.
Yeah.
You might have got it. You still got the symptoms for the rest of your life.
Bang on. So I'll always remember COVID for my cousin. Do you get me? Every time someone says COVID, I always just think of him. Do you get me? Inshallah, he gets paradise. He gets paradise. Inshallah, he does, man. But yeah, he was a good kid and that. Do you know what I mean? We have good memories of him and that. And that's the best way to help them as well, is if you talk about their good times and remind people of how good they was and their good things. Do you know what I mean? So everyone who's ever lost someone, we all wish them heaven. Absolutely. Inshallah.
And I think speaking about it helps a lot more as
well. Of course.
Because sometimes when we do, like, unfortunately, like, lose a loved one or a friend or somebody who we do know, it's integral. And sometimes we shut off. And then when we shut off, we shut down.
It's true,
and then we don't operate ourselves.
Yeah.
So you've got to think of like the water theory in a bucket. The more we keep our emotions inside, it's just going to keep on filling up. And so one time it just all comes crashing out in the wrong way. So better to enter the bucket by speaking.
Talking about emptying the bucket, this topic, how many of the panel watch porn and why? You empty the bucket in it.
So, okay, so like...
Whoa!
Stop for a lot. So like me personally, I don't watch porn. It's not my
I personally don't believe it.
But explain why, because there's a lot of people, obviously I get it and I respect it, but explain why you don't, because you know.
Yeah, so I don't watch porn because it's something that I don't need to do. I don't knock anybody else that watches porn. They've got their own reasons, but like me, I don't need to.
By the way, these questions aren't off me. They are of people that requested it on the internet. And the topics just, but I feel like this one's quite controversial and it's got a lot of like benefits of explaining why.
Yeah. And then sometimes, like if you're watching another person while you're trying to stimulate yourself, it can, in some cases, take your mind away from the person who you're actually with, if you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
So it can be deemed as disrespectful, depending on how you look at it. But like, I don't do that. I don't watch porn.
I don't believe him. I'm joking. I miss it.
The thing is about the industry as well, about what it is, and like the dark truths of it, and like the people that watch it. Just the whole industry is just built on.
True.
It's just built on mad. It is built on madness. Like you see all these porn stars coming out in the news that like what's her name, Riley.
Let's put it to the podcast now.
I don't even know her name, but she was like, "Yeah, my own family don't want anything to do with me. My mum and dad, no one."
I wonder why.
Would you date a porn star?
Wait, you had to hesitate on that, James.
Would I date a porn star? Do you mean
I'm not saying get married to a porn star, but would you date a porn star?
What's dating? Because like dating, but dating can lead to a relationship, a long-term relationship.
No, but C means what you just said.
All right.
No, I wouldn't date a porn star.
Don't
No.
believe him.
I would. If I could spend the night with Lorna Rhodes, I most certainly would do that because I don't think any man would turn that down within the privacy of your own with your own
That's
girl.
why I know you know you porn. I don't even know her name. What you say?
Lorna Rhodes, mate, look her up. Mate, look her up. Mate, she's. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let me have my little 2 bits on this motherfucker. I always want this panel, yeah. And
Here we
so
go.
I've been in bare relationships and things, but I've been in long-term relationships.
Yeah.
So there's been time in the past where I've watched porn, bus or not, whatever. I try not to watch porn. No, I don't give a fuck. Judge me, you pussy, you're probably having a wank tonight. That's sausages. Don't chat shit. No, you know what? I can't have no fakeness around this motherfucker. I'm the most realist nigga on this podcast. I'll keep it 100. I don't have to hide nothing from us. The truth's out there, only Allah knows. And people could be lying. Because like, you watching porn 2 days ago, you're chatting shit. You get what I'm saying? So these times I say like this, look, I've been in a relationship in the past. The girl's on the reds or whatever. Or she decided not to give no pump them up. And I used to think, you know what, rather than cheating, I'll just go downstairs or wherever I need to go in the house, away from this girl, and bust a quick nut. Do you get me?
So like, why do it watching porn? Why not do it internally?
Internally?
Yeah, so like think about your own shit. Think about your missus.
My own shit?
Yeah, think about your missus when you're doing it.
Ooh.
Why do you have to watch porn?
That's the sticky one. You guess what? No, so obviously, like stack full on, man. But I've got to be honest. So like now, if I were to watch porn, ideally, I'm not watching that with no fucking man's bollocks tangled behind it.
Whoa!
I used to choose on my porn history. I used to choose like girl soul or whatever, doing the thing on the ones.
Yeah.
Probably playing with pump and whatever, busting up quick time. You know, but that's what I'm saying. This is the thing. I try now, as man and mature, I do see it as like metaphysical. What you think about, that's what you become. So like, say if you're in a relationship now, and you got a girl, So my mindset has changed over time. But I can be honest. Cool. So I say if I look now, I'm with a girl now, and I'm thinking about, I don't know, we're about to have sex. But in my mind, you can't really control the images that come in your mind, innit? So these times now, you could be like, just about to get down with me, a girl, and you're thinking, boy, Mia Khalifa's pumping with righteous. You're about to fuck my girl. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So obviously, I believe, it's not the way forward. And obviously, there's a reason. There's a reason that porn's free. Yeah, there's a reason. Back in the day, I used to be like, yo, give me a fucking Woman Clark catalogue. Look at 2 bra in the can, see 2 nipple before and bust a nut, or whatever. Like there's a lot of things that man used to use as a kid to bust a nut. I'm not a fake nigga. I keep it 100. Me and my brother T back in the day. used to rob the news agents. The news agents. Take all of them clock porno mags.
What's your name? I want to listen.
We used to the porno mags. I used to have a fucking stack it in them. Obviously, as you get older, you realise, innit? As I become as a pops, as a dad now, my daughters could watch this. So it's like I keep it 100, knowing that my daughters are watching. I don't want my Bumbleclark daughter to be a Bumbleclark porn star. So do I agree that porn's there? No, but obviously I didn't realise the damage it was doing to society back then as I do now. So yo,
it's an addiction.
No, but that's someone.
Certain people.
Yeah,
you have to go counselling for that.
Yeah, to me.
No, but do you know what? It's very bad these days, and especially in the Muslim community where it's not talked about enough at all. Like in the mosque when we go to Friday prayer, I believe the sheikhs should be speaking about it more to put the fear into the human. Like it's not righteous. Like all I would say is
it's like
get down.
It's a shaitan.
Get down to the masjid, man. Get down to the masjid. Stay around good people. Stay around. Keep your mind busy. Like Marlon said, gym, food, whatever. You get me? Try to keep your mind off it because
it's a distraction.
It's a distraction. It's a distraction. Everyone does it. Everyone does it. Okay. Some man say they don't do it, but I believe everyone does it.
Shit. I used to. Don't anymore.
Fair enough.
Used to.
You might have controlled yourself. You might have controlled yourself now in a way where you don't do it. Do you get me? It is difficult, like you said, but I believe this is why. It's a mad subject because how can you stop someone or guide them to not do it? Do you get me? Because they've always got a phone or internet or like you said, back in the
Like I
days,
said,
there was
try not to do
magazines,
it then.
but everything's in your hand. Do you
Well,
get what I'm saying? You can access whatever you want from your phone.
Do
Do you get me?
Concepts in
Yeah.
everything else. There's
Yeah.
also other negative things out there that you've got access to. Does it
True,
necessarily
true.
mean that you've got to do it?
True. It's
Hey.
true. I just believe that try to just,
We talking on this?
you know, stay in the masjid and church, and you know what I mean, guys. That's what I would say. Stay in the masjid, guys.
So Austin, what's your view on porn?
I don't know, you know, I don't get argued much, you know. So like, for whatever reason.
Yeah.
No, but listen,
I don't.
That's a personal thing for the. Once you overcome like your personal demons, yeah, that's the only reason that your impotence is there, because you feel a lot for your partner, and that's understandable, isn't it?
Yeah.
So obviously right now you're grieving. It's obviously grieving, and people's grieving process might take a long time. No one knows what your grieving process is.
Yeah.
But one day when that grieving's gone, and like step through like you go out on a night out, and you see some titty them.
Or better
Till
still,
rise, man.
or
Till
better still,
rise.
you might not even be ready for that. So it's the reason why
He's not ready
you're
for
not
that.
in
He's
that
not-
situation.
No, he's not ready
bro.
for that. That's
It's not a
fine.
bad thing.
So
and
it-
plus,
yeah.
your strength is going to be mad, fam. When you're in the gym, you're not even lifting the weights. You're lifting the whole rack. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So
So
you-
it's-
your
I've,
levels
I've,
are high.
I've watched it before,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, not anytime soon.
Cool.
No. Yeah.
Well, we'll go on to the next topic, because that was a good topic to do. Because like I said, we're only going to do it for like another 10 minutes, because we killed it off with the religion thing, yeah? So this one now, when a man goes dating,
Probably have to go in 5.
yeah, going 5.
Yeah.
When a man goes dating, have you got any preferences on you choose dating, and why? Let's establish this is the last topic.
Yeah.
So we'll start off with me. Me personally, like, if I'm dating someone, I like to look at the culture of the person, the religious element of the person, and that's about it. You catch me at one point, I might say the colour of the person. I said through luck, it's like sheer time, but I feel like it's the culture of a person and the religious value of the person, because then they might have morals and principles that are more in line with mine. Obviously, me being a Muslim, pray daily, all these kind of things. Don't smoke, don't drink. I'm not saying I haven't done them, and I might won't do them in the future. Try not to.
We sin though, as humans we sin, innit?
Yeah. So the point is,
It's in our nature.
I kind of want someone who's kind of in line with me, so that we're more likely to get gender together, which is heaven together.
Yeah.
Which is the opposite of me. It's gonna be way more difficult. What are your guys' thoughts on that? I'll go to you first.
Dating for me. So I use my missus as a reference. Like, sometimes you don't go searching or looking for a relationship.
It just happens.
It just happens.
I agree.
And I don't look through a category of things that I'm looking for in a woman.
So you ain't got no red flags?
No, not necessarily.
Because
Like,
you got a red flag.
no,
If
because
she's a stripper on the pole, you're like,
no.
choosing
When I
that
say
one.
like red flags, I don't put like categories into it. Like if I like my potential partner, and she's funny, she's humorous, she's got a wicked personality, good sense of humor, we vibe off each other.
Good chemistry.
Yeah, we've got certain things in common, like music or interest. Then I base it around that. Like, say if my partner weren't religious or anything like that, then that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Like, if she was a good person, of good character, then you can work with that stuff.
Yeah.
Which, it works.
But
Like,
more than likely though, you think about it, most girls who are good people and whatever, they might not essentially be religious themselves. But the background might have come from parents who are religious, or so they've been indoctrinated with religion. So like, what I'm trying to say is, it's kind of important for me personally, but I can with a girl who would never worship fun.
no, not like that. But then, do you know what? It might be your duty that person's coming to your life for you to kind of change their path, or vice versa.
Yeah.
So when you've got a person that can uplift you in a positive way,
Oh,
you
so
know that person.
you're a healer.
Yeah.
You're a healer. Okay.
Potentially, I
So-
try and uplift. I'm a positive person, and like that can kind of, I don't know, like amplify that.
So
other
like,
person.
as growing up, as like growing up, you learn a lot of things, you meet a lot of people, you go through a lot of things, and I kind of agree with C, because now if I was to choose a partner, everyone knows that song, These Hoes Ain't Loyal. Everyone knows that song.
Yeah. Chris Brown thing.
Everyone knows that song, and there was a reason that it was famous, because it was glorified, and it's happened to a lot of people where they get betrayed, or so my advice would be, as growing up researching, I always bring religion into it because it's a way of life for me. It's how I live with them rules. And when I look at a partner now, I want to, like, if she reminds me of my deen in one way or another, that's a good suit for me. Do you get me? So if she says, "Oh, you're looking good. You're looking handsome today, mashallah," I'd be like, "Yo." Do you get me? I take it to my heart, like, yo, she glorified it with God's name as well. So to me, that's like,
it's even more beautiful.
She loves me, but she loves the love of God
more than you,
and that's what I want.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's what I want.
I don't kind of quite get where you're coming from. Where you're
that's probably not a religious person, though, innit? So you're
no. Like,
no, but do you understand what I'm saying, Cliff?
But what I'm saying,
for me,
if someone reminds me of God and it's my partner, I'm happy. That's what I'm saying.
The only thing that I'm referring to when you say like these hoes ain't loyal.
Oh, see.
And then you were saying about religion.
No, because I've been on a bumpy ride, Marlon.
I get you.
Do you know what I'm saying?
You've been with these hoes, isn't it?
I'm not gonna call them hoes because that's disrespectful.
You just said these hoes.
No, that's just a reference from a song. People I've been with, I respect them. I've been through a bumpy road. I'm not gonna say the word whore because I respect women. I respect my mum. My mum is.
Yo,
do you know what I mean?
That fucking song as a reference.
I apologize. So yeah, we respect them, but what it is with me is if I have a good chemistry with a woman, like, it's like quick for me. I can like.
So it is chemistry, innit?
No, like I can like fall in love quick. For example, I'm just saying with me. If you show me the right signs early on, quick, there's potential. Whereas like
get my shit.
Like you see Clint, he was saying red flags. Yeah. I don't look for red flags until I see them. Then I'm gone.
Yeah.
One red flag, I'm gone. I don't give no chance.
But no, but
a red flag.
But no
why
one's
we're classing a red flag? I'll tell you.
Perfect. As everyone has their own little things.
Absolutely.
That make them
and
a little
sometimes
bit.
it's your purpose or your duty to remove them red flags and to uplift that.
But this is where you guys are not understanding.
Sucking dick every Saturday, bro. I'm not gonna be like,
you
know what?
Obviously,
you can't suck dick every Saturday.
Well,
this is
that's
mine,
not.
but
Well, then that's not the gallo, is it?
No, but you said he's just talking about hoes. I'm talking about girls sucking.
Yeah, I'm not about hoes though. I'm just talking about in general.
Not in general. I'm saying like.
What's a red flag that, yo, Daps, so tell us a red flag where you've tricked in the past. Something where
so alright, I'll tell you a red flag now. I was with this woman, and we were shopping one day, and it's the same thing again. An old man, this old man walked like in front of her kind of thing and like just missed her, and she turned around and like had a go at the old man. But I'm looking at the old man thinking, why are you shouting at the old man? And I looked at his reaction and he was a bit scared. So I was like, what? He's looking at me now because I'm the man. And he's thinking,
control your girl.
Yeah, so I kind of said, yo, I don't want that to happen ever again. I don't want my partner to be shouting at old. Bro, she got dashed, fam. Oh, no morals, no nothing like that. You get me? Bro, nah, I respect elders, especially like.
So do
you know like old people?
I
dashed her. Mum's life, I dashed her.
Oh, yeah, man.
That from there, we was arguing all the time.
Yo, what were you talking about changing these girls? This guy, he dashed one girl because of that, man. Would you dash a girl?
Alright, did you have a conversation with her after?
I did have I didn't just dash her like that. See, obviously, I said to her, "Why did you do that?" And she I can't remember the whole thing.
What?
She can't beat me up.
Or did she try to?
Come on, Marlon. Now, I'm not a 3 times world champion. But
yo, 1, 2, but
do you get me? But I'm just saying, like it wasn't a good feeling for me. Do you get me? I was
understand.
I don't want to be with you. Do you get what I'm saying? Like this, I don't want to walk with you. It's mad.
I want to, because obviously we almost finished. Austin needs to leave. So Austin, before you leave, tell us your bits, and you tell your bits, and you tell your bits, and then we're done.
Yeah.
Preference. Do you have a preference on who you're dating and why? If you think about it now, like obviously I know it's hard for you right now because you overcome a lot of calamity. But in the past, have you ever had a preference, or have you just kind of like gone on the energy of the person?
I guess it is more of the energy thing. Like you meet them, you kind of get a sense of vibes on them and that, and it's
Would it be
He's
important
kinda-
now for the future? Because a lot of girls are watching you thinking, oh, it might be my husband. So like, is it important like on a preference like would it have to be certain religion? Because you're Muslim, aren't you, Austin?
Oh yeah.
So like, so would they have to be Muslim or what would they have to have religious? Because to me that's an important tenet. Because if you don't believe in nothing, then in my mind, if you're an atheist, for example, and you don't believe in God, then you can do whatever the fuck you want.
True.
That's not necessarily.
It's not necessarily true. They might stick to a guideline.
Are still like law-abiding citizens. You get me?
So
that's when
I'm not saying that at all.
Just because you're a Christian or a Muslim or whatever, you can't be like
No, but for me,
because that definitely does happen.
I kind of worded it wrong. I'm just saying when it comes to Austin, when it comes to a religion, yeah, it's like a fear, not in a bad way. It's like God's watching. God's watching.
So it's knowing that you've got to be on your.
It's like when you go to a shop, you get.
I forget God's watching though when I'm watching porno.
Yeah, but that's someone else in your ear. That's someone else in your ear though. Do you get me? Telling you to forget him.
Distractions.
I'm only joking. I'm trying to land the movie.
Distraction.
But I ain't. Look.
So like livening up the mood as well. Then like James, I'll ask you a question if it's alright.
Yeah, ask me.
What do you like doing to create like happiness around you? What makes you happy?
It's kind of weird because there's a perspective where I've really liked to hang around people in the past, and now I'm getting to a point in my life where I'm kind of enjoying my own company and finding.
You're in a podcast with 5 people.
Well, like finding my own space and just solitude. I come out of hibernation when I have to, and I've got to get stuff done. I need to make money, and I need to claim titles. But it's like other than that, it's just one of the reasons why I want to hang around you people is that I am 26. I'm the youngest here. You're further. You're further ahead than me, and it's nice to hang around people for friendly encouragement. To sort of help me move forward in life and help me have a greater perspective. What's to come. Having kids, that's something that I want. Like talking about someone that I want to be with in the future. Don't know whether any of you knew this, but I am on the autistic spectrum. I have Asperger's syndrome. Yeah.
Wow.
Could have never have known until you told us.
Yeah, it's a particular thing. I have ADHD as well, so I want to find somebody that's kind of like on that wavelength. Because I've got quite a few people that are on the spectrum. I've like most of my friends are neurodivergent, and because of the way that I am, there's something called like social masking that's within the community, and we have to be a little bit overly aware of our mannerisms or our body language or how we speak or how we communicate. And I have to be a little bit more self-aware when I go in situations.
Well, bro, you present yourself.
Yeah, thank you. It's come from years and years of trial and error, and be like, okay, maybe don't talk about that topic, or maybe don't say that, or maybe don't, it's come from a lot of perseverance and time.
Humans do though.
It's this. No. We're not. No.
I'm trying to do that.
I get what you mean. But like natural inclination to know what to do and read. I know, but like read social cues and stuff. Because like sometimes like having to jump from topic to topic, like my brain fires at 1,000,000 miles an hour. So sometimes it's difficult to me to hold on to certain areas. Okay.
So listen. We're gonna end it there.
Okay.
I don't want no one to leave, and we're still doing it. So, quick, a quick shout out to everyone who's been on the podcast. I'm on the camera right now, so I'll just talk to the camera. These guys are being great. I'm gonna edit this, and it should be up by tonight because we've been kind of doing a lot of editing as it's going on, so it's not gonna take long at all. I'll just have a quick look and it'll be uploaded.
Yo, Marlon.
I'll send it to these, and these ones will be live. If you're gonna get on the social medias, I'm just gonna put them up quickly. So this is Universal Fitness. Hello. If you're on another closing sentence.
Yeah, do you know what, guys? Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you.
We look forward to being viewed and doing more podcasts in the future. Any more topics that your guys want us to relate to, put it on there. And it's been a pleasure being with these guys as well.
It's been a pleasure, man.
I know them already.
Honestly, it's been a pleasure.
And I think moving forward, I'm excited about the prospects, what it might hold, just being out there speaking about certain topics. So yeah, thank you very much for watching as well, guys. Man. Take care and God bless.
Austin, closing thing.
Closing thing.
Anything you want to say or anything, or just anything.
Keep it real.
Keep it real.
No, yeah. Cheers. It was a good experience. Nice little chat with boys.
Yeah, we appreciate everyone's honesty on
and you're
this.
sharing that story
on the
and you're
podcast.
helping someone gain hope because knowing that you're coming out of that slump, man.
I would like to just say it's been a pleasure. I've learned a lot of the brothers here today. My advice would be to be respectful to your parents. Make sure your neighbour's happy before you go to sleep. Make sure your siblings are happy. Make sure your friends are happy. And just, life is short. Stay in the mosque. Stay in the church. Stay in the synagogue. Knowledge is power.
It is.
Knowledge is power, guys. So, yeah. Simple.
Yeah, I like
James,
that.
That's one, James.
Stay weird, stay wonderful, stay friendly, stay caring, stay trusting, stay loyal, and always strive to do some things that you're apprehensive to do. Move forward, and don't be able, don't feel afraid to just push the boat out and try something new.
Wicked.
Yeah.
That's all right, I'm gonna end it there.